Good morning, everyone. Charlie from Vidyard here. For 5 months now, I've been producing videos from my home office that you see behind me and pushing them to social media, YouTube, as well as the Vidyard website. I've been taking advantage of tools like Vidyard and my webcam, which I'm recording this on right now. Taking advantage of my cell phone. We've got some great blog posts on the Vidyard website of how you can use your smartphone to create engaging video content. Today, though, we've got something special for you. I'm going to be heading into Vidyard HQ and meeting up with Vidyard's creative director, Blake Smith, and him and I are going to be working together to create a home studio right down there in my basement. So Blake and I are going to give you some great tips on equipment to use, practical lighting tips, background, audio, all that great stuff. We are headed right now to Vidyard HQ. It's a beautiful day out there. I don't know if you can see the sun in the background there. But I'm gonna hop on my bike and we are gonna head through downtown Kitchener to Vidyard HQ and meet up with Blake Smith. Let's go. We're taking the e-bike today. It should take us about 20 minutes to get downtown. Hey, there he is.
How are you?
How you been?
I'm good.
It's been a while. I guess
It has been a while.
do the fist bump. So I told him briefly that we are just going to be picking up some video equipment, grabbing some props, and setting up a home studio in my basement.
Yeah, we're going to be grabbing the necessities: microphone, lights, camera, you name it.
Right.
And honestly, that's really all you need. We have all the other things that you could possibly use.
Yeah. Do you have the studio key? Do you want to?
I do actually. Yeah. Like I said, it's a mess.
So this is where we produce a lot of the Vidyard videos. A lot of voiceover work done in here.
Yeah, voiceover work. The talking head videos when we're doing product videos, or just like quick invites to events and such. So,
right.
As you can see, we have our options of backdrops.
Sound.
Completely soundproof.
Yeah.
And then just a plethora of light stands, tripods, you name it.
So Blake and I are going to be tearing all this off the walls, moving these into my basement, correct? All this lighting here?
Yes.
Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, and then you're going to be bringing it all back on your bike.
Right, yeah. All right, we've gathered up all our props and video equipment. I'll let you decide which is which. And Blake and I are headed back to my house to put the studio together. All right, we're back at my house. We're actually in my game room. For those of you that don't know, I create content around video games. So this is my collection down here in my game room. And this is actually where we're going to be setting up the home studio. So I've already begun setup down here. Blake is on his way over with the equipment. But this is my 3-point lighting system that I've been using down here for years. This is actually a Cowboy Studio set. I think I paid around $140 for this years ago, and it served me really well. It's by no means a professional system. It's quite cheap and inexpensive, but a decent build quality, and I've been really happy with that over the past few years. This is the standing desk. I prefer a standing desk because it's better for conveying emotion and body language. I find I'd rather stand than create my videos sitting. So this is going to be the set. Basically, we're gonna de-video gamify this a little bit and make it more kind of video and general media and some Vidyard props. So this is the location that I'll be creating videos for YouTube and social from the basement studio. Over here actually is my camera. This is a great step up from using your iPhone if you are looking at getting started for your marketing team with some video equipment. This is a Canon 70D and a Rode shotgun microphone. If you add a Joby GorillaPod to this, you get what's called the Casey Neistat. But this has served me well for the past 6 or 7 years. It's a perfect step up from your iPhone. I think you can get this whole solution here for like maybe $1,500-$1,600 Canadian. We're located in Canada, probably $1,200 US. And the camera that Blake is bringing over is probably one step up from this. It's a little bit more higher end on the consumer end. So just waiting for Blake to show up with the camera equipment and props, and we will get this studio underway. All right, we're making progress here. Blake is here with the camera. So Blake, tell them what camera this is here.
So I have you set up here with the Sony a7 III. It is a mirrorless camera, so it's very small, but it does have a very large bang for the buck. It sits around 2,600 Canadian.
So we were talking a little bit about lighting here. You can see I've got the lights turned on, and Blake was mentioning a few tips for filming in a location like this. Windows, obviously, you probably want to limit as much natural light just so you can control the consistency of the light throughout the video, so you don't have like the sun changing the look of your video.
Yeah, because that's one thing too. Because on a sunny day, yeah, you can have the sun moves.
Yeah.
So that can cause the shadows, anything to change,
Right.
and also the fact that yes, the sun moves. So the next thing you know, maybe an hour later, the sun's not on that same spot, and the lighting completely changes. So having as much control over your lighting is the best possible solution. So in this situation, you know, you have blinds on your windows, you have manual controls, dim switches and whatnot on your interior lighting. That's perfect because the more control you have over the lighting, the best, obviously, outcome you're going to get. Because the other thing too is we want to avoid, sometimes you can't avoid it, is you don't want to mix the color temperatures of your lights.
Good point.
Because it will just, yeah, it will not come off looking that great.
Yeah, so like right now I've got that warm light on up there, so probably best just to turn that off. It's not even providing that much light anyways, right?
So, exactly. Turning that off, because as you can see, this is more of a natural light,
Right.
With the lights that we have set up. So, and it's there's a lot of things you gotta think about, but again, if you have more control over your lighting, the better the outcome will be.
Yeah, all these tips are in the remote video production blog. I'll leave a link in the description or in our bio. Check it out. So Blake and I have the props and stuff all set up here. We are just getting lighting set up, and then we'll show you guys the finished product. We're going to do a quick mic test here. We're going to be using a lav mic, a Sennheiser lav mic with the transmitter on the top of the camera there. Different from what I'm used to. Like I said, I've been using that shotgun mic for a while now. But so what would be the advantage of using a lav mic over something like a shotgun mic?
Having the shotgun microphone on top of the camera, there is now that large amount of space in between your source of audio,
Right.
and the microphone, and so it's just going to catch all that ambient noise.
Like kids killing each other upstairs and
Exactly.
screaming and yelling and stomping, right?
Yeah, or just like fans, vents, and such, right?
Right.
So using a wireless kit, you can have the microphone literally, you know, clip to your shirt, and it's right there.
Right.
And that's the huge benefit, because the fact that it's closer to you or the source of audio, that will come through much more clear.
Right.
Versus all the other noises that are being made.
I'll have to watch my heavy breathing as well too.
That's very true. There's the popping peas and stuff.
Right.
So, but there are, and that's the other thing you just got to be careful too, because when you have a clip to your shirt, it can ruffle up against.
Yes.
So you have a beard, I have a beard. It can rub up against the neck hairs and stuff, just depending where it is, which would impact the audio
Right.
as well. So there is that downside too, but
Like anything, advantages and disadvantages, right? All right, so we're getting this set up and we're going to do an audio and video test for you guys coming up right now. All right, guys, so here is the setup that we've come up with. Obviously not ideal. We are in a basement, and Blake tells me that it's a little bit too busy, but you work with what you've got. This is the space that I have, and it's going to be the same process for you guys. So as you can hear, the audio should be nice and crisp and clean with very little background noise. My son's upstairs screaming, playing Fortnite, so I don't think you guys can hear that as loud as we can down here. But I want to thank you guys for checking out this video, and I want to thank Blake for coming over to help me set this up. And like I said, check out the remote production blog at vidyard.com/blog. Thanks for watching, guys.